I wonder if this is going to be as big as the other day. I think I need to consult my wife. A couple of days ago I wanted to fix this bread oven. Now I'm walking up to it. I've spent some time planning it, so I was around it. And I came back and I saw this dog looking for snakes or something. So I guess we're having Jack Russell for lunch. In all seriousness, we're gonna fix these holes. This is a anthill for the people that hasn't been watching my channel for a while. And the day just before the flood, I was going to come and fix it, and then the flood happened and we never did it. I in fact bought some ingredients that's now been used for some onion stuff that I wanted to make. We're not gonna make that, we're gonna make a proper meal for the family. We're just seriously not sure what yet, but I know I want to cook in this thing today. Lux? Rocky! Hey, what's in here? Definitely seeing something strange. Come, Roxy, come. Come, come on, come. Come. Come, Rox. Come. Just taking out all the grass, and then we're gonna maybe just add this granite slab. I think not because we necessarily want to or need to, just because we want to. Okay? Sit daai gras hier so dat ons dit gebruik deel van die mix. Okay. So we'll use this grass as part of the mix. So this is clay that came out in the past. Roxy is really interested in something. She's there. It's a struggle to keep her out. So there's definitely some sort of snake or something in there. I think once we make a fire, whatever is in there is not going to like it anymore. So we decided not to put the granite slab in because the hole was too small and we didn't really want to do extra damage to it. So we have mud that we mixed with sticks and grass, and we place some wire mesh over where we want to work, and then Lucas is just slapping everything on like that. Hopefully with the fire it will be nice. The oven would still work. I just thought it might look a bit nicer with a little pizza oven thing going for it as well. Plenty of people coming over for lunch today. And Mika's back, Mika? Yay! And so I decided to take some meat out, and we're gonna go to the termite oven and bake this, and then we'll add some veg later, so we make sort of a one dish meal, yes, that's the right word. Okay, so the fix was maybe in too much of a hurry. We have to maybe do that bit, wait for it to dry, then do that bit. But we're all starving Marvins, so we're gonna start the fire and then we'll worry about the repairs a bit later. Now it's starting, and seems like the chimney is still working, so that's grand. Just came into the food forest. Look, he went around that way. I told him to move them very slowly, because the last thing I need today is a horse with a broken leg. Quickly want to check on the meat, see what I can do there. Maybe add the vegetables as well quickly. There they are. So if I was a horse and I had to choose between this and that, this would definitely be my first option. Slowly, slowly. Okay, so it went dry, but I think definitely I wonder if I should remove the meat first before I add the veg. It seems very, very dry now. I think I need to consult my wife. Came back into the house to get my wife's advice on what we should do, and this is now what happened before I could take the veg out of the fridge. Just rain, rain, rain. and a little bit more rain. The meat out of the fire because that gutter is overrunning. One hell of a storm broke loose. Just when you thought the raining season is over. No way to get the veg into the fire, and there's no way to get the meat back without drowning almost. I wonder if this is going to be as big as the other day. Crazy rain. Obviously I have to wait a bit, but I can hardly wait to see what the swales are doing. Okay, so the rain has stopped. I went to grab my phone quickly. While it was raining, I fixed this little berm here quickly so the water goes into the bottom swale. The water coming out of the house area that's running in there now. And from the papaya patch it goes into the bottom swale. The rain hasn't stopped completely, just slowed down a bunch. But, I see the topsoil is full already. That's running in with a speed. So today we'll be able to test our overflows again, I think. See the speed at which that water is coming in. Means that that topsoil is filled to the brim. I think we must run to the other side to see quickly what's happening there. Water is rushing in at a great speed. This is water rushing out of the swivel pipe. Somebody said the other day swivel pipes are not suited for the tremendous amounts of water that we get, and they're right. You can see that swivel pipe's completely submerged, and if we ever had a flood like we had the other day, we would need many more of these to handle the flow. So the water is high but peaceful. You can hear it rushing in on that side. This is where the berm broke the previous time. High. It is high, but it is peaceful. Okay, that other spillway, we should check our emergency spillway. I don't think it's got on that level yet. I don't think that spillway is running over yet. So that spillway we made just for those crazy rains. I wonder, I don't think it's on that level yet. Water rushing there past our grabbing system, water grabbing system. This is our emergency spillway. Still very far from being filled up. I wonder if we should lower it maybe in this week, coming week. We're not at emergency levels yet. I'm actually quite okay with that. If it lifts that much, another 20 centimeters, then we can have it run over here. I think that's okay. So I'm gonna grab a shovel quickly and fix that grabbing system of ours so we can get a bit more water into the system. I think the main rain is gone now and our system can handle this. So rushing into Beshy's dam. All of this is filled, running through there. I'm doing actually very well. It's just that little bit of water running past there that we need to grab still. I want to get a better handle on it. Basically just this. See where two rivers split up. That is going straight into the river. Much faster way to get out of my land. And these ones are going into my land. It's got a very long way to travel before it leaves. So I want to get all of that water in there. I'm going to look us to the rescue. Here I came running with a shovel after I shouted at him. Or in his direction, not at him. Came running with a shovel. I fixed some and then he fixed some. And we fixed it quickly. So it seems like a stupid thing to do, to push all of this water in when the swales are already overflowing. But I really want to see what happens when we push our swales into emergency situation again. And whether our emergency swale will work or our emergency spillway will work. Want to see how the berms below keeps up. And then obviously this doesn't seem like a big stream running down here, but it is thousands of liters of water, and if we can keep it high in the property, that would be wonderful. Yeah, you can get a good idea on how fast the topsoil is overflowing into the bottom swale. So that gully filled up completely. It's now rushing to fill this gully. So there's still a lot of water that needs to run in before we can push the swales to their breaking point. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the swales not breaking for once. I think it might be a good thing. This is a hell of a lot of water that's going to go into our land now. Looking back to quickly check what the river is doing. You can see here, there the water is still flowing in at a dramatic rate. And then here, water is calm, peaceful, not breaking anything. Hey Bea, how's it going? It was empty. Stance of the river. Well, you can hear it running over the rocks, but slowly. So I think we're gonna be fine. I think everything is just going to work and do its thing, and everything's just honky-dory. So roll out berm. Got here a bit sooner now than the previous time, so I can see there is a bit of overflow over the berm. I still need to lift that a little bit, and then I really need to fill in that whole folder full of that water. Water is nicely running back into the friendly forest. Let's go and have a look there. Got back to the termite oven. Everything's still burning nice. The quick fix today didn't break down completely, and this dam here has filled up completely as well, which is quite nice. This water should actually run into that thing there. I should change this so that bit gets a bit more water. Okay, so the dam is not completely filled to overflowing. See, the baobab is not saturated in water. I wonder if it will survive all of this water. Hope so. So this is the entry, water entering into our land, currently from the riverside. Just a nice steady flow. Nothing that we can't handle. This is wonderful when you get this sort of event. It's going to be pushing our system to overflow. The dam will definitely overflow in the next couple of hours, but this is wonderful. This is all we need. So our bottom swale ends here. This is a place that I don't think I've shown in videos before. It's made as an overflow for now, as a spillway. But you can see the water did overflow there, so it did work well. Now this will not be a long-term spillway. This is just a temporary solution. We'll fix it during the year sometime, but it did work perfectly. The swale went up, went over the spillway, and went down, and is now going into the land, going into the ground. So this is just lovely. Water just sitting in the swale. Finally. Took a bit of time. We still obviously have to lift and flatten and plant and do all of the things that you do with a swale, but this is fantastic. Okay, so just before I show you the end of my story, this is still a little bit of water running in to the main swale, and this is Mikon's garden of Aidan. So we will lower these swales, make them T-swales, so that this water that's running past there now would go in there. And I think to use this soil, the most effective way, the easiest way, is to maybe just throw it out to that side, and then we will remove on that side all of the soil. We will remove on that side. We'll fill in the gullies and the valleys and the what. This might be the easiest, just to level it back to the back, just to throw all the soil to the side there. Also a gully there next to the recycling yard. We can maybe take all of this soil and build a dam there. That could also be a nice thing to do. So we ended up finishing it in the house, and I think it turned out okay. I think this is going to be a lovely meal. Right, that is the end of my story. Tomorrow we've got a full team again. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.